Good morning, class. This is the lecture number 4 of electrochemistry, last unit electrochemistry. And in today's lecture, we are going to discuss about liquid junction potential. One of the important topic, liquid junction potential. I have given a hint in second lecture or in the previous unit what is the liquid junction potential. So here we will derive the equation, and we will discuss some additional things in liquid junction potentials. First, the definition of liquid junction potential. The potential setup, the potential setup at the junction of two solution, very important. The potential setup at the junction of two solution. Because of difference in the speed of the ion moving, because of difference in the speed of the ion moving. We had discussed several things in this regard. Across the boundary, moving ion across the boundary. This is the definition of liquid junction potential. So as we know that for any cell reaction, what is the emf is the difference of reduction potential at right hand side minus reduction potential at left hand side. This is what the uh, value of emf. So e cell is er minus el is the right hand side and el is the left hand side emf when we talk about the reduction potential. But if you take the oxidation potential, so this will be plus, minus will be plus. So er plus el. So if you take the reduction potential, if you take the oxidation potential, now what happened when we have a liquid junction potential also? So in this case, E cell will be ER plus EL and plus EJ. J is the EMF at the junction. So this is the definition. This is the equation where we calculate the EMF of that cell where we have junction potential. Okay. Now we will draw a cell structure, and this I have already discussed in my previous video. So here we have a electrode, here we have another electrode, and this is connected with a external source. This is the semi permeable membrane, and here SCl, and here SCl. This is the hydrogen electrode. So what is difference actually? This is SCl and this is SCl. concentration here A1, concentration here A2. Okay, and this is a hydrogen electrode, this is hydrogen electrode. So here 1 atmospheric pressure is maintained, and and here also 1 atmospheric pressure is maintained. So this is a typical example of what concentration cell with transference. This is concentration cell with transference. Actually what happened here, that this hydrogen electrode and this hydrogen electron with the 1 atmospheric, 1 atm pressure here, 1 atmospheric pressure here, that means electrode are same, but the concentration of electrolyte is different. So electrolyte concentration is different, so it is a concentration cell with transference. Because here we have a semi permeable member, that means from here what will happen, H ion can migrate to this side and chloride ion can migrate to this side. This is what the difference. So we have a two potential differences here. One is from this external source, this is the external source, here we have some potential, and because here the flow of electron occur, so here we have some potential generate, and because of the migration of these electron, which we had already discussed in the transport number. Okay, some migration, because of migration of these electron there must be some potential generate. So this is what the potential difference, and this potential difference will we will need to calculate in liquid junction potential. Okay, now let's draw another uh, cell. So this is a cell, this is second one. We have taken one electrode here, and then we have taken another electrode here. Okay, and these two electrode will be connected. So here we can connect them, and then we'll take a salt bridge. Okay, so this is a salt bridge, and here the solution of zinc sulfate, and here uh, the solution is of copper sulfate. Okay, so we have two different solution. So if it is zinc sulfate, so this will be a zinc rod, and this is a copper rod, electrode of copper. Now what happened here, here these two solution is of different concentration. So here what will happen, this electrolyte will not transfer from each other. So this is an example of what, without transference. This is what the concentration cell without transference. Okay, this we had already discussed, I'm just giving some quick review here. So what will happen, this is the KCl, this is salt bridge which contain KCl, and KCl along with the agar agar jelly, agar agar jelly. The role of this KCl, this salt bridge, is to protect of intermixing of these two solutions. Although these two are different concentration solution, one is the zinc sulfate and one is the copper sulfate. So this will again, because of different in solvent, this will give a difference in potential also. Okay, so one is with transference and other one is the without transference. Okay, what will happen if we are taking KCl as a salt bridge? The KCl, the beauty of this KCl salt, the transportation number of KCl, that means the K ion and C ion is equal. That is why most of the time whenever we are dealing with electrochemistry, and when we are dealing with the salt bridge, we most of the time will use the KCl, because the transportation number is equal, transport number is equal for potassium ion and chloride ion. So if the transport number is equal, if the transport number is equal, what will happen here, the ej, the value will be 0 because junction, this transport number is equal to this transport number, so the value will be 0. So ultimately this value becomes 0. So e cell again, e cell is nothing but er plus el or er minus el. So if you are taking KCL, the value will be again the same. Okay, so now let's again go in previous sections which in which we have discussed about the concentration cell. We have discussed about the concentration cell. Okay, so this concentration cell are of two type. One is without transference, okay, and the second one was with transference. Okay, concentration cell without transference and with transference. And in without transference again we have two choice. One is reverse with cation and reverse with anion. So reverse with cation and reverse with anion. Similarly in this case also we have two choice, reverse with cation and reverse with anion. So reverse with anion and reverse with cation. So these four things, got it? As we had already discussed the without transference, in which we had discussed reverse with cation, reverse with anion. Then we had discussed with transference, where we had discussed reverse with cation, reverse with anion. This we have skipped. So this is the question for you guys. Just find out the equation of a cell which is concentration cell with transference and reverse to anion. This equation you need to identify. Rest of the three I have already discussed in the video. So let's write this equation. 0.059 upon n and log 10 a2 upon a1 and 0.059 upon n, this will be, so this will be log a1 upon a2. And this is a question for you. Find out the equation and the reversible with cation. So the value in this case, if you know the values, it is very simple. It is 2t minus then 0.059 log a2 upon a1. So these are the values which we had discussed, which we had already derived in our previous video. So now we need to calculate the liquid junction potential. So the liquid junction potential, that means the EMF of that, if we going to calculate this, we will calculate with the help of these equations. So we can take without transference cation and with transference cation, because we have value of these two. Okay, if we have value of these two also, we can go for without transference anion and without with transference anion. But we have equation for these two, so we will go for we will go in this way. Got it? So let's discuss the E cell for liquid junction potential, and here I am writing E, that is the EMF with transference. Okay, and minus EMF without transference. Okay, this is for notation. This is not the universal notation. You can write anything, but this I am writing. Okay, so for the with transference, the derivation is given 2t minus and into 0.059 log A2 upon A1 minus without transference this one, so this is nothing but 0.0591 upon n we had already written 1, so no need to write here, and log A2 upon A1. So if you convert this again in that form, which is the form of RT upon F, so this value will be RT upon F. N I am writing not because n, the value of n is 1, and log A2 log or ln, you can take ln is ln minus RT upon F ln A2 A1. Okay, then these two values are common, A2 upon A1, so we'll take the common RT upon F ln A2 minus A1, and here 2t minus and minus 1, and we know that the what we know that t plus and t minus is equals to 1. So what is the value of t minus? T minus equals to 1 minus t plus. Okay, so we will put this here, r RT upon F ln A2 upon A1, and if you write this 2t, this 2t we can written as t minus and t minus. Okay, t minus and t minus, this will give you 2t minus. Okay, and minus 1, then RT upon F ln A2 upon A1 t minus, so this t minus and this we can take t minus and plus this t minus, I am writing this value 1 minus t plus, and this is the minus 1, so this minus 1 and plus 1 will be cancelled out. So finally we will get the value of junction potential is RT upon F ln A2 upon A1, and with multiply with t plus t minus and t plus, t minus t plus. So this is the final equation. If you convert this activity in terms of value, so here we will we can write m2 gamma 2 upon m1 gamma 1, this we can written here. That is again a form of activity, sorry, the value of junction potential. Now what information we can gather from here? Here there are some things which we can gather. So what informations are that? First, that the liquid junction potential depends not only with to activity, liquid junction potential depends not only on the activity but also the difference of transport number. let's take another page. Okay, so this is the value e j t minus and minus t plus transport number rt upon f ln a2 upon a1. And if you write in terms of if you put the values of activity, this will give rt upon f ln m2 gamma 2 and m1 gamma 1. So this is the value. Okay, so information: first, liquid junction potential depends not only on the activities of two solution but also to the difference of two transport number. Then we'll check the cases. The first case, if we have a value of t minus equals to t plus. Okay, if t minus equals to t plus, what will happen with this? Because this will become 0, so the whole will be 0. Then ej equals to 0. So this is the first case where the junction potential will be 0 when the transportation number values will be equal. If the transportation number will be value equals equal, the junction potential will be, which we had already proved here in case of KCL, where the KCL, the transportation number are equal, k plus n, so ej value will be 0. So here is the proof of that. The second case, is what? If we have a t minus value is greater than t plus, that means this value is greater than to this value. So if this value is larger than to this value, that means larger minus smaller, so this will always give a positive value. Okay, so it means ej will be positive, and if ej will be positive, it means what? E will be greater than e1 plus e2. E will be greater than e1 plus e2 by ej. The third case, if we have t minus is greater than t less than t plus, so what will happen here? This, in this case, ej will be what? Negative. So e will be less here. E will be less than e1 plus e2 by ez. So this additional information we can get with the help of this equation. So this is all about with liquid junction potential, one of the important topic. You have to take care of this topic while dealing with the university examination. You may find a question, a big question, a long question of this liquid junction potential, and while dealing with examination, no need to go for the detail of this value. You have to remember either the value of cation of without and with transference, or anion of without and with transference. Okay, so at the end I'll give one question to you. This is the question, and this question is based on the calculation of EMF, so you can take example You can take reference of a previous video. Calculate the EMF of the following concentration cell. The given concentration, it is at 25 degrees Celsius. Okay, calculate the EMF of following concentration cells. So the cell is copper sulfate, and the value you are given m is 0.02. M is the molarity it is given. Okay, sorry, molality, small m, that means it is molality. Then the activity coefficient given to you for this is 0.32. This is 0.32. Then the copper sulfate, again here the value is given to you. M is 0.2 and gamma is 0.11, and this is the copper. So these values you have given, you need to calculate the EMF. This is the question for you. Please go through the previous video. You will find an equation to solve this problem, and very simple. It is only multiplication, nothing else. Okay, thank you so much for your watching.